Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of The Road to Zero. Let's just hop into it. So, last episode I lost. It's alright. Okay, we're jumping into it. I'm just gonna blitz out some moves and get um, just the opening done with. I kind of just lost some time last time. I freaked out and I had a mate in one, but I did not see. So, we're just gonna go for it because why not? Um, so here, looks like I'm playing the Scotch game. I kind of block in my dark square bishop, which I'm not a fan of. I might just have to fiend kettle it, put it on, what is that, G7. Okay, he's capturing, so never mind. We're just going to open the board. Should we just trade down? I feel like keeping the tension. Okay, yeah. I can't castle anymore, but that's fine. Honestly, queens are off the board. My king might be better in the middle, depending on how things go. Could be famous last words. We're gonna find out. So he's attacking this pawn. It's undefended. I'm just gonna push. He can capture my knight if he wants. I would honestly, if he trades his light square bishop for my knight, I would take it. We're gonna see what happens, and then, if he, just depending on what happens, maybe I can even advance that. So he's doing the knight here, just developing his pieces. It's a good square for the knight. Nothing's really guarding it, so. Just to get out of the way then, I'm gonna go and just develop my knight, if he's gonna do that. So, pretty even on time. We're gonna see. Playing another guy from the U.S. My banner is from Spain because it's when I lived there is when I made my account, and I just never changed it, nor I don't have any worries about changing it. So what we're gonna do here, I could push the pawn. I think instead I'm gonna just develop my bishop. Next move, if I get a chance, I'm going to play h6. Okay. I kind of let that happen. That's fine. We're going to develop this bishop. And either way, if he decides to capture that pawn on f5, the knight being there is super helpful because it kind of just blocks it in. If he even captures the knight, I can just block it with, yep, there we go. So I can't capture that back because I'm pinned, but I can do this. Even if he captures, I'm honestly fine. I'm fine. Now the real question is, do I capture with the bishop or the pawn? Because I could just gain b8. Well, that wouldn't be b4 because b4 is on the other side. I'm not white, so I might just capture with the bishop if he, yeah. I want to capture with the bishop. So bishop's a little tied there. We're going to see an analysis post-game if that was a good idea. Putting a lot of pressure on that bishop. Damn. I have to defend this really ugly. Because there's no way to defend my bishop at the moment without him just gaining a piece. So I have to move my knight back to the starting square. Unideal. That's fine though. Because I'll lose. It depends on how he plays this. That's all I'm going to say. Again, we're only 750. We're really low level, so kind of like last game. Oh no, this is another game. Guy just blundered his queen, so things like this happen at this level. So we're just going to see what happens. Okay. So he's really thinking about this one. One thing okay. Putting pressure on my bishop, of course. So this is dangerous because if I capture the bishop, he could capture mine in check. Man. Hmm. I'm gonna do this. C6. It's yeah. I knew that was coming. I can still capture back. I lose my bishop pair, but it's whatever. I'm still fortified. If anything, yeah. He's just up by one pawn. I'm not too worried about it. Next turn, I'll probably put my king on c7 so I can unpin and then bring my rooks into the game. So he's probably preparing. What is he doing? Yeah, I don't know what he's doing there. I'm just going to stick to the plan. I'm going to unpin. Probably should have done that a while ago. So now he'll probably start capturing. Even if he did, I wouldn't mind it. I would love to get my knight out of this spot. If not, I'm going to capture. Unfortunately, though, if I do capture, he gets a pass pawn, so I got to be careful about that. There's no way to really attack this pawn unless he moves. Because I want to put a... Okay. So he's sneaking in. Am I worried about that? Am I worried about that? We're just going to put this here. Because he can't attack my pawn on h6 at all. So I think I'm fine, honestly. Famous last words. I do need to get my knight into the game and I'll feel a lot better. Also, that rook is in a just not a good spot, but we're going to see what happens. We're playing a pretty just fair, honest game because we traded queens so early. Okay, now he's attacking this. I'm fine with this. Again, he's not doing anything. I get to... There we go. I defended my bishop. So now, he's going to have to move back to a G. He's going to have to move G, or he'll have to move... Yeah. Because then, if he attacks my rook, I'll capture his bishop. I think I'm back in it. I just need to develop my knight. Ideally, I would put it on D. Yep, there he goes. And this is kind of according to what I didn't mind happening. I'm just going to trade pieces because they're even value. And I'm going to win a pawn, and we're going to be completely dead even. And then I'm going to put my knight on D7. And then I'm going to get my other rook into the game. And then we can start playing some ball. Okay, so what's he attacking here? He'll be able to attack my knight or my rook. But I'm going to defend the back row. So get my pieces into the game. Slowly but surely it's working. And I'm up a minute and a half on time. So that's good. We're looking at a knight and rook in game. So... I really don't know much about in-games. I practiced a little bit, just king and pawn, basics, but... Okay, so this... Yeah, I don't like that. Okay, what can I do here? Do I just do this? Thank gosh I have that knight. I really don't want him to push into my territory too much, so I think I needed to do that. And I also open an attack on his knight, which he can no longer defend, so... And he can't dislodge my rook. So, yeah, I'm glad I did that. Okay, now he's attacking this. Guess what, buddy? It's already defended. I'm going to grab his knight. He'll get a pass pawn out of it, but I will get a full... What do I get out of this? We're just going to move this here. And I should be able to capture next turn, because there's no way to defend it for him. Even if he pushes, I have my rooks defending each other. And then I get my king in front of my pawns and I can start pushing them, which would be great. Looks like he is not responding. We'll see what happens. Yeah, that kind of hurt him, losing that knight. Okay, he's back. This one's going to take a second for him to think out. I'm good on time. I'm happy about that. We're going to see. Okay, he pushes. So I want trades. I truly do want trades. So kill my rook. I'll beat him in a normal game, end game. I'll beat him in an end game. So let's see. If not, I'm going to capture his rook. Okay, yep. So I'm up a full knight. So now I have to defend my knight with you. Okay. Oh, I could have just captured a piece. That's alright. I just did. Bop. Tricky, tricky knights. They say knights are tricky bastards. So we're going to put you here. So I now need to get my king to devour his pieces. Okay. What do I need to do to make this work? So it's basically just a race. I need to not fuck up. That's fine. I have one more turn. I can just do things. Put you here. So now if he moves anything on the A, B, and C side, I capture, and I have the A pawn that will zip up the board. That's kind of the plan. So, okay, he's going in. So he can't enter. That's kind of the only spot he can go. I can go here. Thankfully, that is covered. So then I'm going to back out here. Okay, so now he's getting into my zone. Let's push. Let's create a two-front war. Yep. We did it! So now we're in the opposite. We won, so that's great. I hope you enjoyed. Sometimes it's hard being this good at chess. I'll see you in the next one.